If you've been scrolling through endless espresso machine listings, watching videos of baristas pulling perfect shots, and still feel stuck wondering whether any of them will actually fit into your kitchen routine, you're not alone. The market is flooded with machines that promise cafe-level results, but the reality is a lot of trial and error, wasted money, and a kitchen that ends up looking like a coffee shop after hours. That's why I'm breaking down the Nuova Simonelli Musica stainless steel pour-over espresso machine, so you can see if it really makes sense for your daily cup or if you'd be better off saving that space for something else. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, this isn't a tiny pod-based gadget you toss on a countertop for convenience. It's a full-size machine that brings a professional-grade portafilter and a heat exchanger system into a home setting. The thing that caught my eye during research was how the heat exchanger design lets you brew espresso and steam milk simultaneously, something you typically only find in commercial rigs. For anyone who enjoys a morning cappuccino or a late afternoon latte without waiting for the machine to cool down, that dual-task capability is a genuine time-saver. But let's talk about the real world of using this machine. Imagine you're up at 6 a.m., you've just ground fresh beans, and you want a double shot for a quick Americano before the kids are awake. You lock the professional portafilter in, press start, and within a minute the boiler is at temperature thanks to the heat exchanger's rapid recovery. You pull your shot, and the steam wand is already spitting out enough pressure to texture milk for a latte that looks like it came from a downtown cafe. That flow feels smooth, and the great steam pressure isn't just marketing fluff. It's the pressure you need to create that glossy microfoam without overheating the milk. In a home environment, that means fewer attempts to get the right texture, which is a huge win for beginners who have spent hours watching YouTube tutorials. Now, who should actually consider this machine? If you already own a decent grinder and are serious about dialing in your espresso dose, the Musica's professional-grade portafilter gives you the precision you need. It's also a solid choice for small to medium households where two people regularly want espresso-based drinks. The built-in cup warmer is a subtle but handy feature, no more chasing a cold mug from the fridge while your shot pulls. And because the exterior is stainless steel with a sleek black lining, it blends well with modern kitchen aesthetics, which matters if your countertop is a focal point. On the flip side, if you're just dipping a toe into espresso or you're looking for a machine that you can set and forget, this might be a bit much. The learning curve is real. You'll need to understand how to manage the pressure, how to purge the steam wand properly, and how to clean the heat exchanger regularly to avoid scale buildup. The machine also takes up a decent footprint, so a cramped kitchen could feel cramped. Finally, while the beautiful interface is intuitive, it's still a set of buttons and dials that require you to read the manual at least once before you get comfortable. If you were hoping for a one-press, pod-style experience, you'll probably be left frustrated. Let's get specific about strengths that actually impact your day-to-day coffee ritual. The heat exchanger, for starters, means you don't have to wait for the boiler to reheat after steaming milk. In practice, that translates to a smoother workflow: brew, steam, and serve in a continuous loop, which is especially handy during weekend brunches when you're serving several drinks in a row. The professional portafilter's design also gives you a consistent tamp pressure if you use a calibrated tamper, leading to more repeatable shots. That consistency is something you'll notice after a few weeks of use. Your espresso will taste steadier, not a roller coaster of over and under extracted flavors. Weaknesses are equally important to flag. The machine's stainless steel body, while attractive, can be prone to fingerprints, so you'll find yourself wiping it down more often if you like a spotless look. The cup warmer, while convenient, is limited to the size of a standard espresso cup. Larger mugs will still be cold when you finish your drink. Also, because the machine relies on a traditional boiler system, it can be a bit noisy during the heating phase. Nothing alarming, but it's louder than some newer, quieter models that use silent pump technology. Lastly, the price point sits higher than entry-level options, so if you're on a tight budget, you might be stretching a bit just for the professional feel. One practical scenario that illustrates both the pros and cons is a home office setup. Picture yourself working from the kitchen, needing a quick espresso between Zoom calls. With the Musica, you can pull a shot, steam a little milk for a macchiato, and have the cup ready within a minute. The heat exchanger means you don't lose precious minutes waiting for the machine to recover, and the cup warmer ensures your mug stays